today, the 10th day of July 2020. We want can talk fumble talk. We want can learn a table, something we come out of the visit, the media talk where the head of NACOVAC, retired Brigadier Kelly Conte, beget na AYV television. Out of that side, the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association not being gladdy. They say the head of NACOVAC talk something them we make them not feel fine. And then they ask say is supposed for go publicly and apologize to them. In done day. Another topic come inside there, we say the 30 vehicles where government of Salone buy for help for fight against coronavirus na Salone. Some of them vehicles in there, not so brand new. We go can listen from all the one them we play parts before that motorcade can Salone. From NACOVAC, we request, to procurement, we na the sign paper, to transport, we na they in charge for verify say yes, the motokaya now waiting we ask for. We go can listen from all them parties them, make we really understand waiting happen inside the house. So go able arrange them fumble talk away. But before that, make we count today on COVID-19 updates. We get 15 new cases for today. 15 new coronavirus positive cases them na Salone. The number of confirmed positive cases don't reach now 1,613. 1,613. The one them within an isolation center, 417. 417 people them, and then they respond to treatment right now at the isolation centers. For the past 24 hours, we get 10 people them we don't recover from coronavirus na Salone. 10 people beat coronavirus na Salone. We don't carry the number to 1,133. 1,133 people them we don't beat COVID-19 inside Salone. For the past 24 hours, nobody not lost in life to COVID-19. So the total number of people them we don't lost their life to COVID-19 still stand at 63. The one them we in quarantine now 1,316. The one that don't come out inside quarantine now 8,120. That's what the numbers then look like. We still the wait for Yeri from NACOVAC for all the regulations them where President Bio be easy yesterday and he been tell we say NACOVAC go come and he go can tell we waiting na the regulations them what we need for adhere to so that we all go help for beat COVID-19 na Salone. But one thing we will not forget, just like how the president said yesterday, for make we beat coronavirus na Salone, na personal responsibility and also na collective responsibility. If you feel say you lack yourself and you lack the next person near you, definitely, you go take all the precautionary measures then, where governments don't put in place, so that we all go help for the coronavirus come out in a salon. Waiting at the measures then they? For wash your hand, social distancing, and for wear face mask. And now, government don't say, you able go, if as long as you didn't have free tongue, you able go to the special court building. Just walk a go there and tell them, say, you want come for me, they can test you for COVID-19. And sure enough, then go test you. Then go give you that test day. We still try for find like people we don't do them, so that we can able to talk to them and see, because now NACOVAX said and they try for spread them across the country. But if you see the numbers them way then they conduct daily, they test them, you're gonna say they still not reach that target of 400. Because now be the target someone even inside Freetown, and say them be the try for target 400 people per day. But however, that one did not be successful. But we still wait for the detailed active case search reports. We will come back, we can talk about Anaya. We'll go into a program we will get today. And just as I be don't tell you in the intro, Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association. This now waiting them pull come out na door. Make I read down for we. They say 8 July 2020. And Adres Anto, Brigadier retired Kelly Conte, National Coordinator, NACOVAC. They say, sir, this letter, now because of, and the headline of the insulting and the kind of remarks where you make, where they look down on doctors them, na salon. And that remarks day, you make them na AYV TV, them breakfast show, that's the Wake Up Salon show, on Tuesday, the 7th of July, 2020. Now show the rights and the letter now. He say, I want to bring to you notice that talk where you talk na AYV TV, the Wake Up Salon show. That morning, when at Tuesday, 7th July, 2020, around 8:30 na morning. He say, inside this talk where you talk, you talk word we not to true. They say you ill-informed. You talk word we not to true. You talk say, Connaught Hospital, then deliberately refuse for forward the list of the staff them, now the isolation unit. And not only that, you say they do them the day before then be announced say then go on strike. He say, I want to repeat to you say, waiting you talk so, not to true. You not get the correct story because the doctor the way they in charge, don't they submit this list since May 2020 as required of him by that email wo una don they exchange. Secondly, you state say beaucoup healthcare workers then they inside the healthcare profession for the wrong reason. They say then remark here, then talk your way you talk. We consider them for be very insulting. And now way you they look down upon medical doctors then inside this country. So the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association, on behalf of the medical doctors then they ask you retired Brigadier Kelly Conte for publicly apologize because you accuse the doctors the way they in charge and to the medical profession as a whole, you look down upon them and say, we the wait. Dr. Delwyn M. Findlay, President of the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association. You the one that waiting the retired Brigadier Kelly Conte be talk? Wonder no more. Take a listen.
Mind you, we are talking about health workers who themselves need a lot of cleaning up. A lot of cleaning up. Many of them are into the profession, but I don't think they are there for the right reasons. That's the first thing. So there is a lot of overhaul that needs to take place in this country. On many of our institutions, they do not have the right psyche for the work they're doing. Imagine putting in front every single day, dropping out, we'll drop out our arms, we'll drop out our tools, that's the psyche. Many of them are in there for personal gains only. And I can tell you, some of the officers on top of those lower workers, health workers, do instigate some of these things deliberately. And I don't want to go into the political side of things. We are divided on many fronts. Sometimes people take on messages if they are on the other side of the political divide. Sometimes they take on messages, they distort them willfully so that things fail. Now, if you go to a center and say, give me the number of nurses you have here, believe me, it's unbelievable. You find a doctor that has been working in a center for years, and he or she will tell you, I've been working here for so many years, blah, 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 I'm experienced. Ask them for the list. They will take ages to bring those lists forward. And when they do bring this list, it's distorted. It has different personality. I'm investigating several of these cases. Right now, as I speak, I just left on my table investigation reports that are surrendered yesterday. And this is to investigate a few of the districts. People are putting names there that are even not nurses. They are bloating up the list for their own personal gain. This is something that has been happening in our society. So it is an endemic thing. It's something that is entrenched that we really need to look at.
So that's why payments to this medical people have been delayed? Is that
most of it? And as we say, the medical people, it's not just them in the field, but quite a lot of other issues also. Even the workers at the NACOVAC, some of them have been there, have not been receiving their salaries. This is not to say the ones at NACOVAC headquarters are better off. I'm just telling you the difficulties for the fiduciary team to go through this.
You know, make we all land there first. Because this same day, we Brigadier retired Kelly Conte, Bidena AIV, na inka oda motuka issue. But you hear all waiting is say not so. Now that one day, na in the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association, they frown at. The side way they say, they look down on them. Okay. Before I go to the next one, where all this thing they go around, we also be Vicky Rimo. So Vicky Rimo, take 28 page, make a write something way inland. We all know say he be there around. He don't close that C19 project where he be the help for different medical facilities in the country for help them with medical things them what they need. Let me listen to what in say. He said 3 things where we don't learn from this government in leadership style. He said 1, beaucoup people them where they put them in a place for make them day before, for make them lead. He said their ego, it capsize then so react. Their egos trump their empathy. He said their ego, it capsize then so react. And so react they able to map self before their ego. 2, he say not so about doing the right thing. It's about they forget their own way. Not so about doing the right thing. Not for do the right thing, no. But na the way where they want get when at their own way. 3, if you know about J, if you know go down, He say expect government officials for go to the media and attack you. Now I begin breaking them down. He said the way Ministry of Health and Sanitation, when Dr. Alpha Uri, and they lead them, and also the National COVID-19 Response, the NACOVAC, when a retired Brigadier Kelly Content and they lead them, he said the way them two people there don't treat citizens them. The one them waiting at treatment center or the medical workers them, it they show say they no get one regard for human rights and dignity. He said most of we treatment center them for COVID-19. He said they order them for make the opener without no add-ons. He go come break and down. What do you mean by that? They order for make the open them without any equipment, no medicine. He say each time the government tell you say they don't open a treatment center apart from 34. He say all within the day inside that treatment center they na bed. He say the healthcare workers then now they get for the scramble, now they get for the fen on their own. He said for the past 3 months, in the interview past 11 medical doctors and supervisors within our COVID-19 treatment centers. He said in don't go inside 9 treatment facilities when a 70% of the nation's treatment bed inside salon. He said each one of them frontline workers there, some of them, now then they pay out of their pocket for buy medicine for the patients them. He say at Joy and Connaught and many other, he say NACOVAC, listen because I want to read this based on waiting the NACOVAC coordinator, the NACOVAC boss say. He say Joy and Connaught and many other NACOVAC go ask doctor them for cut them staff them. Where their staff here, remember them be done the work from all this outbreak begin at salon. He say every week then go ask for new list. Then they pressure their staff there for make them delete. Then they pressure the head them for make them delete some of their staff there from the pay list. He say that one day, he not fine, he cruel and inhumane, he not fine for mortal man, for make them do unto them people and they during a pandemic. He said, how you gonna say, bang, this policy don't work from where this thing begin? No, you ask say, make them pull their name there. Like nurse, the one who they clean, the porter them, the lab technician them, where they do the work where they name them, then they list them for receive salary and also allowance. But then they ask for me them pull their name. He say, don't listen to one audio recording where a case management lead, they make that request there for pull name come out. He said the head of the NACOVAC on TV this week, they accuse medical workers them of being dishonest and money hungry. I don't play now, Yusuf Doyeri. He said in voice, the way they talk, in tone, reflective of waiting the government in approach Tanlek during this pandemic. He said every time where citizens they attempt for question government or for talk waiting and not think say they in the best interest of the country, then go shut you down. Government go respond like this. We get the data. We get World Bank. we get IMF, we get technology. He say, and yet, in all of this thing that they say they get, they forget say, the mortal man them, not the picture. Then they inside the picture. He say, if government no meets their needs, then every citizen for support. He say, no matter how NACOVAC and Ministry of Health and Sanitation try for spin this thing. He say, make no mistake. He say, this strike, where then doctor then they strike so, not about the money. He say, now about the dignity. This, now waiting, Vicky Rimo talk about, say the strike, where the doctors then they strike, not to against the government too, and not to for money. He say, but not for them dignity. But on the other hand, you are waiting the head of NACOVAC is say. Now, because at the other end, we know Salon. We know. We not go dismiss say what they say people and go put name then a list. We not even they work say no to true. And again, on the other hand, you are waiting Vicky Rimo in they say, and we don't work with them. In they say now then dignity because medical and dental association say then they look down upon them. You know, say from them, or they talk and say, if you watch fine, they not include them by this photo. Watch no more good. They not include them. Now in a part 1 of today's program. Now we go to part 2. Part 2 for today's program.
What I know, the government of Sierra Leone purchased 30 brand new vehicles.
You have played the part of the MPPA boss.
Yes.
So I'll listen directly. So I will not now say it's a hearsay.
Yeah.
But I've not listened the part of Kelly Conte.
The brand new SUVs, those vehicles are not brand new SUVs, all 30 of them.
No, I didn't hear him say that.
The brand new SUVs, those vehicles are not brand new SUVs, all 30 of them. The brand new SUVs, those vehicles are not brand new SUVs, all 30 of them.
What we have is 15 Toyota Hilux, all brand new, 12 assorted Toyota Land Cruisers hardtops, and 3 Toyota Prados, all brand new.
No, it's just 4 for this regional coordinator.
No SUVs.
4 SUVs,
No SUVs.
4 SUVs,
No SUVs.
4 SUVs. For those regional coordinators.
I'm saying to you with facts here that the vehicles are brand new.
No, 4 SUVs for those regional coordinators.
Please take a look at the screen. As you can see, the pictures there with the Prados, which are SUVs, by the way, they fall under the category of SUVs. You see, it has the presidential seal there, the pictures with the Prados. And those are those part of the 30 vehicles procured by you?
So you're calling those SUVs?
They're SUVs.
We call that a Toyota Prados.
They're SUVs.
Yeah, whatever, we call that, and those are 3. That's what I'm saying.
That's part of the 30 that were procured.
3.
So now let's speak to that 30 vehicles that were procured. Kelly Conte is saying they're not brand new.
No, that's not what Kelly Conte said. I listened.
People say we bought these vehicles and they are the brand new SUVs. No, it's just 4 for this regional coordinator.
4 were brand new.
Well, some used.
No, we want to know the 4. They are brand new.
Well, some used.
What I know, the government of Sierra Leone purchased 30 brand new vehicles.
Well, some used.
Well, I don't mix the all. Would I say I use now? Would I say SUV, not to Prado and all these things? What thing you get from this conversation? Now, Fumble talk, I see what they talk today. So please, I don't want to make you get any political lens. I want to make you listen properly and understand, so that you self not going to be ill-informed, just like how the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association tell the head of NACOVAC. And say what he talks so because he ill-informed. But now this, now two things we learn at table today. Part 1, now we, the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association, they ask the boss, NACOVAC, for making apologize publicly, because they say he look down on them and he talk with him not to true. Then, part 2, brand new or used. Make we count Usman Toli, make we hear waiting and get for today on program. Yes, Usman Toli, you get the platform, sir.
Welcome, everybody, and I will take this opportunity for thank you, Triple A, for able to bring all this evidence. It's not real hard work for piece all this together for law we can look at them critically. And now this we talk about we leaders them, and therefore be careful we in the make their submission here na public. This is now a clear manifestation of so much discrepancy. For the sake of this platform, I will just quickly look at the key issues that we maybe want to talk on, and then look at some of your observations that we'll get. First, we listened to retired Brigadier Kelly Conte, when at the national coordinator for the NACOVAC, with an interview on AYV. They asked him what thing they cause all the delay in terms of payment of salaries. He replied, the reason why all these things happen is simply because it based on 3 important factors. Yeah? When they ask them, they say what they cause the delay in payment of salaries, what they cause the poor coordination, inadequate support and lack of supplies, and what they happen at the quarantine center them. They ask them this question. We say 3 things. First, he say Connaught Hospital, they deliberately refuse to send the list of staff then. And some of this list where they send them, it contain bloated names then. In other words, certain staff then where they inside our list, the names they're not supposed for the day. That are one of the reasons then this where they cause the inefficiency in terms of the job where they do. And then secondly, he say some workers then, health workers then, or other professional workers then they take up a job for the wrong reasons then, where they don't want the job in the first place. And they did for different reasons, whether because of politics or other reasons. Yeah? And then finally, he talk about the verification process, wherein, this list of health workers then, they get for verify them first before they begin pay them. So now you're reason in this way. And when they question them on the issue of SUVs, they ask them, they say the SUVs them and for pay the health workers them which one for don't do first? Yeah? This is why they have to be very careful. When you in a public place, and you know a person of authority, you have to be careful. To me, I think say if we just don't emphasize on the issue, say the verification process is still go on. Although you don't get any justification on that, but if we just don't stick to that. But what he do, you go talk about SUVs. Yeah? He say the SUVs them not to new one them. Yeah? Contradict yourself. Yeah? You really listen what he talk. At some point, even when they ask him, it's still a stomach. You know? He say brand new, not all of them are brand new. Yeah? Some of them. You know, begin to contradict yourself. Yeah? And the other issue again we want to look at critically is about the contradiction between Brigadier Kelly Conte, that of the NPPA, we're the National Procurement Authority, and that of the Minister of Transport. There's a lot of discrepancy there. Now, let's take you through some of the critical issues that we want to look at. First of all, don't we understand, say, each of them partia, they try to protect their own interest. I mean, NACOVAC, they try to protect their own interest. Minister of Transport, they try to protect their own interest, as well as the Procurement Authority. That's how they try to protect their own interest. The point is, the Minister of Transport say the SUVs them is saying all na new one them. Yeah? Whereas the Procurement Authority, the talk say, the SUVs them where then table for let them procure is supposed to be all in new one them. Whereas NACOVAC, represented by Brigadier Kelly, they talk say all the SUVs we then receive, or some of them, are not new. So in other words, you don't go on tomorrow, they say the SUVs them, we then give them all a new one them. We not to new one them. So here in this question that they ask, I think there is somebody where irresponsible. There is something going on here, something fishy. And I believe, say, to a very large extent, ACC for kind inside. And the thing is, we know, say, Minister of Transport, now the end users them. You know, to a very large extent, them for no, because in the try for talk, say, the SUVs them, now they want them. Yeah? So, what has Brigadier Kelly, they talk say not only one them. So who is right here? Is it Brigadier Kelly? Or is it Minister of Transport? Or the Procurement Authority? But the issue now why I want to put on the table now here is this. We know say the ACC Commissioner, they interviewed recently. And one of his strategies is say he get that diversification strategy. Under the diversification strategy, we know say, he talk say, then they take proactive measure in order to prevent corruption from happen in the first place. And not say, when all this is over, I mean, when the COVID-19 is over, we'll get forget the Accountant General get for kind side, for see if the proper procurement rules are followed under the Procurement Act. And also, we don't forget the ACC itself go for kind side. But the question I want to throw back to everybody, don't you think under the diversification strategy, more specifically on that proactive measure where the ACC boss will take? Because there is a lot of discrepancy here. And when you want to know the credibility of information, the best way for test the credibility of information now on discrepancy. When there is discrepancy, you will not say something is wrong. And we don't see discrepancy here clearly. So you don't think say the ACC boss for intervene between or among the three sectors then, I mean, I'm talking about the procurement, NACOVAC, and that of the Minister of Transport, because they're just contradicting themselves. Yeah? They're just contradicting. Look at this Minister of Transport, they try to defend what the NACOVAC coordinator say. He said the man will talk so. When clearly, no, beyond all doubt, he talk him. So these things are not new. You know, and even find difficult for justify what he mean when I ask them subsequently say, so only 4 of them are new. And I will explain. Everybody understand this. People are not fools anymore. When they see what will happen. So I think now one of the issues then that way our law we put on the table, law see if the ACC commissioner is possible for them intervene before the end of COVID-19. Yeah? Or is it that you have to wait till all this don't come to an end before they intervene? Because there is clearly corruption going on here, I think. Or if not a corruption self, but corruption should be investigated here. Yeah? And let me be honest with you now. When you listen to the Minister of Transport, he said Prado, not to SUV. This is why they have to be very careful when they make submission in public. I think what he for don't say, or what he want talk, we all know say Prado na SUVs. But they are then they by quality, depending on the specification. It's like saying some SUVs them don't get more weight, then get more quality. This is an everyday phenomenon. Simple. Yeah, it's an everyday phenomenon. It is a specific class, it's a specific model. But some more, so you get the model in back, it is by class. Simple as that. If I don't make an way, if I don't understand, for defend them by quality. But you know, nobody not go dispute say Prado all that in an SUV. Well, simply mean this now luxurious something. Yeah? And then I will dive into the issue of the Minister of Transport, where to me, he look a little bit arrogant. And he thinks he knows it all. Yeah? When I ask him on the issue of scale of preference, he try to play on the game. Yeah? Everybody, whether you study economics or you don't study economics, a scale of preference is a list. It's a list wherein wants are arranged in order of importance. What is economists then they talk now, yeah? Because human wants are too many. Every day we get wants the way baku. But what do we get for get them one day? The money or the resources we want to get them one day is limited. So economists then they advise you to organize you want them in order of importance. So that it will deal with the first one first. Yeah, because you money not do. It will deal with the first one first, and the second one or subsequently. And I already asked them simple question. They begin to procrastinate. Talk about entrepreneur. You know, we all know the 5 factors of production. Yeah? But again, he asks yourself, you talk about, they ask about SUV. SUV, not an entrepreneur. SUV, they class them under capital. You know, I don't know why they're going to procrastinate. They try to make things difficult. We know, say, entrepreneur, that they organize the other factors of production. But what we're saying here, the question where the lady asks them is quite straightforward. Yeah? In terms of preference, yeah? The health workers then, in that SUV, which one will you for do first? Yeah? The answer where I be expecting to give is nothing to do with that. Because we know say the money day. We all know say the money day for pay the workers then. No doubt about it. The answer where they simply for put, I don't know why they confuse themselves. I think the answer should have been we get for do with verification process because where AC kind side or auditor general kind Auditor General can say this no, we get for make sure say we books them right. The money they but we won't verify this. It's no point in going around beating the bush. We don't say under normal circumstances not to sue for be. Yeah? We all know regular Kelly self don't make them quite clear. The point is the systems then that we country are highly problematic. Highly problematic. And I don't talk this at this forum over and over. It's about systems and control. Put the systems there in place. Yeah? This is why we urge modern technology for play an important role. Where the President's Excellency don't talk about that. Then get problem with the systems. You know, when they kind of power, they talk about ghost workers and all that. Understand, COVID-19 bring issues, emergency issues then, such as the recruitment of new staff then, where they therefore go through the verification process. But again, you go ask, 4 months down the line, 90 lady asks, 4 months down the line, when I still struggle with supplies, struggle with quarantine, struggle with coordination, struggle with so many other things. The question what I left to now, yeah, considering that letter where the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association write to retired Brigadier Kelly Conte for making apologize based on the reason and the way they give. For say, you go tell them, say, you know, you go insult them. Because I think, say, it's not motivational for somebody who don't fight hard for COVID-19. I think, say, if you ever make a statement today, I don't think it's timely. I don't think it's timely. The question is, you feel, say, it gets some point in the Brigadier Kelly, because we know, say, systems then, they never put them in place. But again, 4 months down the line, and this government only in power over 2 years, coming to 3 years. They only fight ghost workers then, you know. So thinking about all this, taking all this into account, you think, say, if I apologize or not? I will stop here, lagi other panelists and chance for making them dive into it.
Before you go, even after all waiting, we don't play the different recordings them.
Okay.
Then you self don't analyze. Music camera still they say the head of EOC Nakovac Brigadier Kelly Conte say all the vehicle them not to SUV. And not say the vehicle them not to new vehicles.
Well, you don't play the thing. It's quite clear. He say all the SUVs, he call the SUV are not new. So I don't know how you interpret them, but if somebody say, if you say all the vehicles them, they're not new, that would be understandable. But when you say all the SUVs are not new, and then later contradict yourself, only 4 of them. Then when I ask them, so is it that only 4 of them are not new? He said, well, you know, I don't know, but by my own observation, my own listening skill, you know, when somebody say all the SUVs are not new, or some of the SUVs are not new, I think, say, if I don't come out publicly and say, I make mistake, I don't mean all the SUVs then, but I mean some of the vehicles then, they're not new. Because we know, say, let me put this again. We know, say, they say 30 SUVs and 100 motorbikes. So I don't know if other motorcars inside, but they say 30 SUVs. Yeah? 30 SUVs and 100 motorbikes. Now that we know, say, now the procurement contract called for. So I hope, say, that helps. Yeah? Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Usman Toli. Make we count, Dr. Aissatou, you get the platform. I know say today, because you day in the profession, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. And really, I want to say I'm disappointed in the NACOVAC, team that embossed Brigadier Kelly Conte in statement. Now that one starts first. If you and they do something, you don't get any nice thing for say to them. Especially when say, they advocate for let them pay them on time, pay them as somebody will sacrifice in your time, in life, in family, put them at risk. You don't get nothing for say. Now that statement about some of them they will need for be cleaned up or washed up, whichever way he put them. I want to ask the coordinator or whatever entitled is in that NACOVAC, because at this point, right, he get a retired brigadier. I'm not in the military, but I believe that's a highest rank, maybe like the highest rank if I'm not mistaken here. So let somebody go tell and say, this way you get so. You know, even Anna, how can go feel? How can go feel? I mean, first question on the front. But I'm glad the interview, they went an interview for ask them. The people that did well. I'm going to say the journalists that tried. And then you also trying to replay all these different statements for them to understand them. It's helpful. You understand? For some of we not watch AYV live for really see what's going to go on with the interview that day. I want just for stay to the Mr. Kelly. I'm gonna just go there. Let me tell him, as a healthcare worker, right? You get to go through not only graduating from school, which I don't say now, you get to get a license, right? Yeah, I understand say with data system, not a problem, but I am sure whoever they allow them, people they have for work, don't say they get some form of qualification where will give them the job. Yes, because they're not willing for pay them. Like how you for pay somebody like when they say you forget a PIN code, then they want disqualify all the sacrifices them or the effort them, the healthcare workers they don't do, and begin to say some of them not even qualify. When you being a physician or a provider, not just start with that. You get to do something where they call a credentialing process. So what in this process entails? It not only entails verification of your degree or your medical degrees or your license. It'll take a process where if you go through different desks for let them sign up. And it'll take approximately 6 to 12 weeks. Because I want to say this. Myself, where they work as an NP and as a provider, put me in that bracket with the physicians. It took that long for that get the credentialing done. So there's so many things in it that he doesn't even know. He needs to talk to the people that really knows. I'm sure HR is one of them. And then they have medical affairs for every hospital that he should be talking to before coming on national television and discrediting the physicians or other healthcare workers. Then go to the nurses. Same goes when you graduate, you get your license. If we get a good data system, all you need to go to the website, you go see the person license number, in name, and everything else. And then get to go through clinical orientation. We will justify, say, they don't go through the training necessary for them take that position. So he doesn't know. Trust me, he doesn't. He needs to be inside of the profession to really understand what goes on. And instead of saying thank you for your service, thank you for your sacrifices, if you are even a volunteer because you don't have a PIN code, we want to show you guys appreciation that, we will ensure that you get a PIN code before this COVID-19 is done because you have made tremendous efforts in the fight against COVID-19. Even the ordinary citizen where they walk down the street, when you tell for say, wear your mask, wash your hands, if they do it every single day, you're supposed to appreciate them. Not to talk of the one where they in direct contact with the physician, with the patients, the way they're COVID-19. A disease where invisible, a disease where don't take millions of lives across the globe. We shouldn't even have to deal with that. Those healthcare workers didn't say they want to strike because they wanted to strike, or they're going to put their tools down because they want to. Just pay them their money on time, as every institution or government does, to ensure that the healthcare workers are taken care of as they are taking care of others. While you sit at home, watch TV, or give less than 2 hours report on what's going on. If you can't thank someone or you don't appreciate what they do, do not. I would say do not disrespect them like that. He needs to apologize and do it publicly. And he should do that promptly. No one should even tell him. How would he feel being a military man? Somebody tell you after years of service that you did not do anything. We consider all our military people in that country as gold stars. So we should also consider our healthcare workers. That's not my message for him. And for when we come to the SUV, whether not old, Isiamo, or as new, the one we pay out the money or we ensure the money paid, the paperwork saying a brand new car. So it's your job to verify when the car is on ground. Is it new? Is everything about this car new? Because this is what we paid for. So don't go there trying to justify your actions for not paying healthcare workers on time. It's not a new one. Not from maybe like 4, not all. It's not an SUV. It's just, it's not a luxurious. And while the other one, they come and they try for say, I know you're reaching and talk. It's shameful. It's really shameful in how we don't know how to be accountable for we actions then when it comes to public scrutiny. Because that's what this is all about. I see the scrutiny other people them. You know what you want to do, and judgment was wrong. They ask you a simple question. Is this the right time to buy an SUV or buy it, pay the healthcare workers to ensure that people are safe in that country? Those are some of the questions that he needed to answer. And it would have been very simple to say, really, we appreciate our healthcare workers. We're doing all our best. Continue to be low and be until you fulfill your promise. But no, you want brag or you want talk to make you look good. Unfortunately, sir, you did not make yourself look good. Rather, you made yourself look horrible. If I had any respect for you, and I'm sure as well as many Sierra Leoneans along with the healthcare workers, some of us, we don't have it anymore. Because this is just degrading. You're degrading our country by even saying that on national television, that they need to clean up. So the international community is going to ask you, how did you get those people graduated in the first place? How did you get them in the health field? So I am so sorry that you come up and say these things to the nurses, the physicians, and all those who are sacrificing their lives. They should just see you as somebody who's now have no respect for the other person, hard work, or sacrifice. Because you made a sacrifice. You should have been the one to set an example to say, no, I was on the front line once, and these are the ones doing it now. I should stand up, advocate for them, ensure that they get everything they need when it comes to equipment, medication, payment, and everything. How do you expect someone to survive their own daily lives just to even eat if you don't pay them? They went to school, you know. We're not talking about getting rich in healthcare. Rather, we're talking about being comfortable. As somebody that leaves their home every day to say, I'm going to work, and you have nothing to show for it, or maybe you have to even ask your friends and family to pay your car fare. Is that what work is all about? I doubt it. I doubt it. But we hope that this issue will be resolved. Because we don't want to give up or lose hope in Sierra Leone. No one should let us feel that way. Because I think that's what somebody is trying to do. Unfortunately, no. I want to say, hashtag Salon Tough and stay together. And we'll fight COVID-19 with or without their support. Because this is greed and selfishness that shouldn't happen in the 21st century. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Yes, friend, you get a platform. What's in you get for we?
Hello, Tripoli. Thank you for giving me the platform. And hello to every listener here today. Me on side, at the start of this slow, they say, there's a war been there between, I think, America and the UK. But at some point with the army, they get some slang what they say, loose lips sink ship. So they just together one day for say loose lips sink ship. So the round will start off. But I look at first the procurement issue in Sierra Leone. If I can remember the procurement far back in the colonial period, public procurement, it don't evolve a lot. Because during that time the sector, completely centralized. And it did by crown agents, when they appointed by the British colonialists in those days for manage the procurement function. And on behalf of the monarchy, and they do all this. Then it came out to 2004, when they end up for put this Procurement Act, when they get the Gazette, when they pull. And when they pull on 2004, they may get a lot of issues that would have been put up. With some of them, they still stand today. Then we look at how the board, the authority, the work, the tenure of members of the board, because they get a board by then. Then they get disclosure of interest and the power we they obtain for information, requests for proposals, and so on and so forth. Even how for even request proposal and I go submit them. Then it come now to 2016. Then they amend this act here. And this act here, we amend them for this procurement, at least now for continuance of existing one, we don't get. So for Lego, secure the national public procurement authorities. And for further regulate also how then they harmonize all them public things they are together. And then they try to do together so that how they go do the service then we're able for decentralize for public procurement and so that then we're able for procure entities then and how the economic go develop. That's the primary aim now for the economic development one, and they say about then go build the capacity for build the field inside the public procurement, go able for ensure value. See now the value for money and then therefore put up in public expenditure. So when we look at this area now of these vehicles when they claim say priority, so that they can look into other areas them, we now for how they call them, for letting we able to serve the public health emergency. We all know it's a public health emergency. The president don't declare them, and it's up to how things are going to work in concert. The scientists, the sciences, the medical professionals, then you get the authorities them. And the medical professionals them in the first place, that them before don't look active in that area with the scientists, and that they don't involve more in this area, then therefore always make proposals, go give to the authorities and where they above them. Then go look the data where they don't gather now, based on the data where they gather, for letting them be able for now support and deliver what they're able for deliver in terms of if you have money now, or if you go procure this, procure ambulance, procure all those things. But if in bring the issue of ambulance, will relate to this issue a bit what I just referenced, you will see say that this for we a area where now the things where for don't ask, waiting that the situation of the health, how it day, waiting on his skeleton strength, we can put muscles and put from build down for let it will be a real structure. So we will able to lack now, we will say, okay, so that should have been the area. Instead of you go down to economics, for like we can enter inside science, then it become a difficult situation when it is a health emergency. So that the area that one day, I'm not blaming them, but if it could have been that way in the start, some of the areas could have been even better. Where they say there is food, because everybody knows in the hospital a patient has to eat. A patient when they eat, he get for ask for what implant eat, not to that one day they ask. You go make a broad-based menu. You can't look at you equate how much they go for them, 12 people they get, or as numbers increase, like this I don't put all those areas. But you know go come from the presidential task force, and then there is a presidential task force who then delegate when there is no maybe transparency go there, but it might be a bit opaque, wherein people are not going to see each other until they remove the curtains. And these are not areas where curtains for be. It will be an area where if they see the next person, there are mics where they go on people and they see what they go on under, then they only receive now the final bit of it. So you look all the area of procurement, you don't come to history of this, now so they for do. I believe say these are the areas where they for don't look. Now in the money itself, we don't say. In the soiree, we don't see at one time. I even highlight briefly one time. You go attend at the provinces on an occasion where then they ask him about the vehicles. Now they say, well, you're not actually aware. And even the man where they elect again for the other NACU, for the spokesman with NACU, he says, say, they procure this vehicle where in come back. Uda procure them, then they still send them to Uda na the Minister of Transport and Communication. Now they say, give this, okay. So if he can't give, you can follow the interview of all them three speakers there. They tell you, they ask them, now they interview for talk about first, when they meet the vehicles them, when they inherit, they're not in good condition. And the vehicle when even used for drive car, now AY without money day, now one way they later, you don't broke down. All right, we could accept that because there was no follow-up of any historic area wherein they would say, let we procure something, we'll procure them, let it get what they call a warranty from the company. And when we get a warranty, you get a certain warranty, then do this warranty, let we also try to train people away experts for let them go able, always for able repair that thing there, then go able for go for a period before we go able for do. Because that is the aim of procurement. Now, for what did they do? For save public fund and for economic development. Now, for that, the procurement, they just adjust now finally recently a few areas in the coming of this government. But I don't know now the area can work out if there is any investigation we will get for go on. Where they go look, say, did you follow the procurement procedures? Because it show that they a gazette where you hold, where they follow up all the areas of prices, of what you for do. It's that you get in hard copy and in soft copy where you don't give out, and that one day I expect it and will follow because now for put on it. So in almost like a ref with some authority, but I don't know in your authority how far it go in based on the act of parliament they wouldn't get to govern that. But if the act of parliament we don't give an act with a procurement act, I believe say the man within that national procurement public procurement authority NPPA, he will able to get authority with the evidence if he come to something we will do this. Because vehicles that were new and vehicles that were old, it's up to Uda get for go find out, get road transport authorities them. But if they were new again to them, well, they get again other procurement. You can look subsections. They also you try for look whether the consultants. Then they say you forget a qualified supplier inside this procurement act. And I remember on the first part of it, he talk about how they will forget goods and work and services. So this is a part of goods where they go for go help for the country in go on. So they also say there should be a qualified supplier. You see, so contractors they all will involve. So if the people in Bako can sell and they can't tell and say, well, it's a new one, we'll take her, then themselves, they are going to be held responsible. If that's now the retired brigadier get for kind of forgive, say, well, these vehicles are actually all new, but they are actually based on categories. Then the deputy minister of the transport, he say they are not new. Now that he even give the example, say the vehicle which they not find. Not they all get vehicles, for them they patrol with the government. Not they all get vehicles. Your vehicle long broke. Then your story. They come to the Mauna, the NPPA, says give your story. So the stories, they are not coordinating. So it comes from management and leadership. I only hope there will be a good management and leadership in terms of what we can investigate. Then let them go able for deliver what is the need for deliver. Because if you can't, they can't cry down the doctors and other people them. It's up to the way you perceive them. But the perception, and officer that perception, they become finally, when they go perceive upon a war, in a brigadier, then get waiting the ground troops, where they not ground, where they go attack. I see only once in my eyes, now Eastern Police one day, I see the army that they march towards the ECOMOG force, they march towards the NPR. They are in echelon. When an echelon like a slice, so it look straight. Why do they do the echelon in the type of fighting? So that when they hit the first man, the second man go able for go. The other third man turn to the last man, they honor the tin up straight to our face to face. You see? So that they go get results. That's another one, I hope say in management and leadership, then we're able to look into this so that we're not going able to get draw. So that country will able to go before. Thank you very much for giving the platform. Let God bless Mama Salone and let God bless we all. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Usman. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Make we call to Tony. Make we waiting in get for we.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Tony, get the platform.
Yeah, Abraham. Yeah, I feel say like the head of for several reasons or several times and we don't make contribution on this program. We don't say we know the issue with the head, but it should have been better if you get a health person way knowledgeable about the whole thing for don't be head of this thing. Even if not a retired medical person, you understand, should have been much more better. We start to see more lapses, more challenges, especially with the people when they actually deal with the case, when the frontline fighters, when we health workers and other parties, and we actually they know medically, but like the contact tracer and everything. Just because you have a person in front, way more militant, you know the army they own. It's not everything about order and command and this and that. So he just think that everybody where they within or below his chain. Now, people and way he's the head for, just like that, you get a militant approach. This is part of them. You understand? He just feels so at times we don't go blame him because this has been the trend within the army that we didn't know to talk to the junior officer and whatever. So we definitely see some of these challenges and the mode of talking and whatever we will talk to the people. But if we from this onset, the onset just we likely say the other day when they ask if they ask you to the which role you will take for this fight. Number one, if an health person will be in front of this whole thing, it will get empathy because he know exactly the challenges faced and some of these people, the number of years they're only on the sideline fighting for pins and other challenges the women don't day. That should have been addressed. If I don't get a better approach, there is no need for there's no problem him being the head, but at least somebody will for the on top. Way at least they so for the race together. If we don't see a better approach, a better way with all these challenges and the quarantine center, all this whole thing happening around quarantine, should have been not they said not for happen, but there should have been less challenges just because somebody will be knowledgeable. Exactly the language.
I want only the quick, Tony. I want only the.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, you get the platform, sir.
Yes, just like I like to say, if we don't get somebody when a medical person, we actually know the trend and whatever the areas, because every area in Sierra Leone, especially the health sector, the four corners of Sierra Leone, they face huge challenges. And this now an historic problem. It's not today it starts. You understand? And this should have been a better way, especially the doctors and nurses and we fight Ebola, should have been forefront in this league. You understand? Because definitely they know exactly the challenges. They know exactly where the pitfalls lies. They know exactly what's in the gaps and where they. You understand? All these things should have been minimized. You understand? Then come with the procurement area where they try for, where you made mention about. You know, just like where Charlie say, Usman Charlie say, these are something we've discussed. I've said it here. We get systems and control issues. This is one problem in the whole administration, all the new administration, even in private sectors and everything. You understand? But you still have few companies where they do them very well. Reason why I say control issues, when they request for procurement, say we want for procure, we need 20 vehicles or we need 5 vehicles. Definitely, this is the unit cost per vehicle. Or they don't get somebody, then bid, people then come, then place in the way over, then pay. When this vehicle then come, they should be verified and notice that everybody, you understand, especially all parties notice these vehicles are brand new. I will give a scenario of this. I get a friend with me, the supply, the past administration, the Apple for supply. The HPC by then you need like 20 or so proud of them for the minister, deputy ministers them. Some of these vehicles that we come, they were not brand new. We just quote the Bible to Canada. Some were fairly used, you understand, but then the mileage were very low, like 20,000, 40,000 and whatever. And you know, definitely the fair price will be definitely different from a brand new one. When a vehicle can go salon, then they go spray them, then they really go make them fine and then they get them that then they all get the same black color. They make you know go see what means get blue, this get this. Some of them they actually go salon with blue. Not they go with black. Then when they reach salon, some of these vehicles, then they go spare parts, then they go with all lights. If the lights are not dark or don't, you get them, then they go. So if you get a scenario wherein you get that kind of process wherein when a vehicle come, they're able to verify, probably then they verify them. But remember again, that's what the head of the procurement, Ibrahim, they go examine these vehicles. Now the procurement officer then we attach to these ministries. And some of the young guys that in a young college, but they will just go more college, then put 10 million in pockets, Ibrahim, you go all this. What you go reports, now brand new vehicle, you see. You understand what I'm not a sinner, so it happen all the time. But to me, this not so when me knowledgeable. I've been in the system, I know exactly how it works. You understand? So some of these vehicles, so if you notice, they say different language. If they go back and do an audit of them vehicle that they check, some are not brand new. Trust me, just like how in they say some are not brand new. You know exactly. But waiting they present and the money when they disbursed is for brand new, because initially when they requisite for this vehicle, they are not saying this we are buying 5 new and 5 old. You understand? But when they supply, they will call the one way they lazy which one and contract or in team where they work with. You know, say everything that's a commission and deal. I go tell you, say, Abraham, they must pay the one I say una want. I don't check for them. I'm not able to get all brand new, but I get 4 where they come, but one they can when I use one, but it's about brand new. You understand? Now, so some of them deal when they happen. So in a nutshell, they will have actually disbursed the actual amount for a brand new vehicle, but because of you get deal under the table, deal where they happen. This is something happening. You understand? Smartly, Doctor mentioned is that you need to get audit service. You understand? Coming or anti-corruption, because many times it's not just anti-corruption coming in at one go, because that's not their role. You understand? It's not everything. They get internal audits. Wait for the audit, some of their situations itself. You understand? They make you get the internal audit the unit in some of these departments. But everything in we can't give in an SROD, not deal, brah. You understand? Deal, they want. Why make you see so many houses, they spring up people in the building houses? Where some people then did their salary never reach $300 or $400. These are some of the kickbacks when they get some of them contractors. This is not just on the procurement of vehicles. This is cut across all procurement of public things them way they need, especially when it involves huge capital, where you need involve huge sum of money. You understand? This is exactly what is happening. So if you find out there is a communication gap, this is saying this is saying that, it's like not a uniform message they all they get. In any kind of case, this should be an opportunity wherein you will get the audit service board or whoever or come in and make them verify. Because we've seen this whole thing during the Ebola time. You understand? Audit service, now they begin to do their job. They don't need for wait at the end of the year, they begin do their audit. Periodically, probably quarterly or probably every month, try for verify, make sure say some of these procurements were done. They're done in order of whatever that is on books, where they were written down, that is not the policy they would for use, and able for ask for receipts, because once this thing elapses, once this thing gets longer, it becomes still, they're not able to forget some of those documents back, because some of those documents, they go say, hey, they're forthcoming and go can this. That's why when you see when audit service audits, not for say all their money they didn't have money the way they keep it, but because they can wait till the year end. But most time because, then they wait 12 months to go do the audit. Some of them documents, they're not there again. Some people, then they not sack them. Some the first way they handle them, they're not there. So some of those documents are missing documents. So in a nutshell, for me, could they get some of them things? Because would they get some of them things that are cleared? This is a situation we are in, or an opportunity we are in. The audit service for the audit periodically, not to say you come in for audit or internal audits, for the happen periodically, like every quarter. So you declare the backlog, you declare all those backlog. By the time you come for do a comprehensive audit at the end of the year, if I say now also say you may don't get lapses where you don't get the supporting document. Because mind you, the work of an audit is not to forgo this man. It's for they go for either test of controls, how the control how controls stay in place, are they following the right procedures, are they doing the right accounting how you call them the right accounting procedures, are they using it? Is it consistency ratio they're using? What method are they using in depreciation? Either a straight line method, either a dependency method, or whatever method, for test and see, for them forget all that control and they put in place. You understand? So in a nutshell, what it is in conclusion here is we system may still get a lot of challenges everywhere. Even when they talk about EDSA, even when they talk, there is no ministry or MD or wherever where you go mention about. We not get them challenges. And this is the problem, course of course. It's a historic problem. I agree say it only happen for so long, but we just forget where we get for cross the line. Where you get for cross the line and say going forward, this is not the way we'll get for the handle. And because you can't keep in doing the same thing all the time and get a different results. There is no way. You understand? You get for put systems in place. You understand? So this is an opportunity. I mean, I'm not just one for be labeled on anything, but we get issue of controls. When it comes to create a control system in administration, right across. You see evidence, something where if I not say somebody go try for make and like say if I need this, that cut across. That's not me on take bra. You know?
Thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who you call from?
Triple Enemy?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Triple Enemy. Omar from Los Angeles. My brother, I tell you to stop. The reason why I make I tell you to stop. From I don't begin to listen to you and begin to contribute. Today, at the first day, you go make them fire me on my job. I don't laugh till I almost one piece for myself. I almost one piece for myself. They go work and they ask me, so what's going on? This not clown. That's why they make Sarah the Great Ogawa War. They don't get no chance with that guy. That guy is a clown. I mean, today me and they talk about Corona. Then guy asked you and they talk about SUVs. Well, for anybody who not to American, let's describe. SUV stands for Sport Utility Vehicle. And you get two types. You get a mid-size and a full-size. Toyota Prado, now mid-size. Then you can get like a Land Cruiser. You can get like an Escalade. All then and then a full-size because they're bigger. Then when you come to use or no use, You get pre-owned. Pre-owned is different little bit from used. Pre-owned are like when them corporate, they can buy them motor car, but could they give it to the employees them, so they use them for one year, something or less. It can get less mileage. They can call them pre-owned. If you go to car lot, you can meet them. So if not, then they can buy. That's okay. But for let them two guys consider, they talk about SUV and a SUV. You get loaded and non-loaded. So whether or not you get everything enough, it not materialize. SUV, not SUV, because the name is sport utility vehicle, period. Now, when you go to car lot, then they tell you, say, you're looking for loaded or non-loaded. The loaded one, they get everything, air condition, satellite navigation, and all that stuff. So let them guy stop. Then guy, you be host one guy today again when one of you guys in a salon with the check on then guy. We want to remember what the guy tell you. He said the problem we get with this government, arrogant. This government, they're very, very arrogant. I remember again, during when BO just took over, now Minister of Lands, where they make something about cleaning, they ask again at ARV, you want to apologize to the people, and because of the confusion where you said, it go on fire. Why you apologize? Then they feel that they're so big, they don't need to apologize to anybody, whether they're wrong or right. And that's not the way for go. They're very arrogant. They never do things the right way. Now that's what they say. Now very corrupt people in the world. Now they live like APC. When they thief, they never bring book business. Then just the thief and go. Then they act like the guy they can't tell we but entrepreneurship and demand and supply. They never able to confuse you. We know to the 70% illiteracy in the saloon. We know what in entrepreneurship. We know what in demand and supply. We know what in a scale of preference. We all understand that, even if we left small education for economics in school. But we be know because during the time when we go school and free talk, it be a little bit better back in the day. So we know understand that. Them people here, now the same, we be on the talker, now the same people, then give them money for go buy brand new motor car. Now brand new motor car, then they give it. The problem now is the director when I know the army man, when they don't use them motor car, then he say now all motor car then. But it look like say, do I not buy them motor car and not tell and say, but them motor car, they give you money for new one, but now some of my used one that we buy. So now secret number don't come boss. And again, now the thing is also some of you been give this guy low grade, the head of the ACC, now in perfect time this. Then guy I go for sure, which motor car then we use, which one then we not brand new. But again, so thank you very much. You just make me day today. I just don't laugh. I never know how to change me trusses because I don't peace when I make them laugh. It's crazy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Umar. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yes, call ID live on your name and side call from?
Yeah, it's not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
You get a platform, Mike.
I think they all miss the point. The point is, then give them money for go buy brand new motor car. The money wouldn't give you now for brand new motor car. It don't matter if you go buy old motor car or whatever motor car, but the money wouldn't give you now for brand new motor car. And that if you understand saying that if you go bring an old motor car, I wouldn't give you money for brand new motor car. That means you're playing a foul. You're playing games, you know. But me, from what I believe, I think the motor car and a new motor car, you know, because SUV, when I sport utility vehicle, okay, then get a Toyota Prada, then Toyota Prada then for Europe, Japan, then Asia and Africa, okay. America also we get Toyota Highlanders, we get different type of Toyota. Even the pickup truck then get the I think the Unity or Healy pickup truck when the Europe. Over here, so we get Toyota Tundra there. So now Toyota then are just different name than normal than give them, okay. Where the man they talk say SUV or they get 8 cylinder or 6 cylinder. Now just the engine size. Now the engine size, because most Toyota they count 6 cylinder because then they afraid for the gas mileage. Okay. When people are no about motor car, then they talk about motor car. Not talk about motor car, we know about motor car. If you order standard motor car, if the car is standard, everything standard panel. Okay. Unless you want extra, when you put extra panel, then the car with all the navigation and everything else. Then are extra than it. But what in the order and standard, if you be new motor car there, you know. But then they play the game like say that full man and they talk to. We're not stupid, you know. We're not a full man there. We go, we don't pay you for new motor. Go and give money for going to buy new motor. Go buy the new motor car there. You know, that's not my own contribution only. But for the other thing, for the guy for the what Nakovac or whatever.
Yeah, Nakovac. Yes, Nakovac.
That guy they not get sense, you know. First of all, they give you list. You so lazy, you sit down, you wait for list. Then give you the list. You say the list not correct. Why you not go verify? Why you not get up from your office, go verify that list day? Make sure say that list they correct. Then you talk to the people in a better way, so you go able to pay them. Instead you go see on a TV they talk like say now you not Alejo. That man don't get sense, man. You ain't deal with people like say na mature people that they deal with. You call for the list. They send you the list. You said the list not correct. You will not grab and go verify. You sit down back like your own lazy office. Come on, they're too lazy, man. They're lazy and they make free money. And the free money, they don't use them. They don't want to do their job, man. Do your job, man. Get up and go verify the list. If you feel say that they give you wrong list, set up a system where you say you people where they pay them and they all register already, so you go know who they pay. You know? That the laziness is the man and lazy and they eat free money in that country. They destroy the people in life, you know. The people are there at the front line, waiting for take care of. They don't care about the people there. But when the people they talk, they tell and say they need for overall the system. So now you they need for fire. Now the thing is what they say about the president. Some of them people that are around the president are not good, man. They're not good for them. They make the president look bad. You know? But people are not see that way. The people that the president so when they put them in the place they are, they don't do their job. I'm your contribution I no more, man.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes, caller, are you live on air? Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, this is Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, what's your contribution?
You know, that's what I put in that country. Because the Vedan people had to play with the intellect. And if we say we are not stupid people, you know, they don't give them money for buy brand new thing. Now what is the secret they don't begin to come on and do? For saying now use one they buy, they don't begin to talk not to use one. From the one then a record say a new one they buy. And the thing is Tony make a final point. The problem we get at that country, they waste something. Let's stop this institution there, not to the right people they head there. You don't go take retired soldier, when I get no medical record, no medical experience, anything but medical. You go ahead the whole pandemic situation at that country. If you look around the world, everybody where they had COVID-19 response thing there, where maybe the government they go down point in any country, and somebody where go down get experience on medicine or doctor, where get doctor and everything, not to just the title. Somebody where don't be a doctor there. So we can't parenting and he will know how for the advice the government, he will know how for attack the situation, he will get the health care, the doctor there, the nurses there, the interest in art. But we not put somebody there when I retire brigadier. When if he can no doctor or nurses or nobody in interest in art. You know, get nobody in interest. So now they take advantage that they sit by the people in that country. Any department and one department by this government, where when certain minister they had, maybe that person they get experience. One panel. But if you check most of them not get experience by anything where they had. They don't know what they do, they don't know more because of the sick. It comes from Minister of Financial. Because they tell me saying like economics. And they have no idea. They just did it as Minister of Finance. They destroy the money there. They know they take priority waiting for doing at the country. How you go explain if you say that 1960, this way people they don't know the difference between SUV and car. Come on, even the one they sell where they salon right now, when in a village, they know what's in a SUV. You ask them, right? Because social media don't reach them. You will see some people, they will say, no, I brought my SUV, I want mine. They know what in SUV. Nobody know the kind of foolery again today. They better do something. And what the panelists they say, I will advise the ACC stand up. We want to let them investigate them people there. Because you see the corruption clearly. One person they say not to new motor car, one they say na new motor car, one they say not to SUV, the other one they say na SUV. They just did not stop themselves. And I remember another guy from LA say, then guy they don't get manners for attend question. That vegetation panel. Like, you know what? They not get nobody not for telling anything. But we are always the same with the watchmen. Then they continue waiting anytime. When you watch them big time, they think will come up and then when they don't expect. And I don't know more medicine. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, are live on your name and who you call from?
This is Abubakar, I call from the UK.
Yes, Abubakar, you get the platform. What's your contribution?
Yeah, first of all, Triple A, thank you very much for bringing me on the platform. The first thing I want to talk, we tell you plenty thank you back, because this now technology issue this now, because people are in denial on waiting they talk. But thank God we can able to bring back all the conversation between then three people there for this kind of talk where they all then draw in an AYV where they interview them on separate issues. So this they deny this, this one they say this not so this man say this not so. So all that will tell you thank you, because you don't even bring that all to we. But NACOVAC, look to them. The first thing what feels in NACOVAC for the people will not say where the president will come Sierra Leone. The first thing we try for fight for is say if they can fight corruption. And for fight corruption, not to easy tax. Now team way is very difficult. So if that is the case, NACOVAC, if he say the least way the health workers and supply to them, if find out some of the names them, then they the way they're not supposed for. I believe in a right and duty for set up a task where then we will go to this place and verify them people there as fast as they can, so that they will make sure say they pay the right people them which they due, rather than sitting at the office the story. So that's not not correct. The need for act as fast as they can for them to make sure say them block the leakages there as well. And not say 100% right or waiting. You say the list where they supply give them some of the names they where they're not supposed for the day. Okay, fair enough, but now your duty for verify that before ever you do any payment for avoid corruption. So we come back to the case of them, the SUVs there, as we talk about now. Anyone would all listen to the conversation between these people and then the minister and the retired military officer who in charge of NACOVAC will not say this man say the motorcar is not new. But basically the procurement officer in confirm say the money would then send for go buy them motorcar and for brand new motorcar them. So in this case, if they don't count them motorcar as well, I believe say that the duty for let them verify them motorcar and make sure say the money where they pay for buy the new motorcar and a new motorcar then come. So if they are left for now, this man they say na old motorcar, that one they say na new motorcar. So these are three factions wrong there now. We don't know what they talking to. So the best way we will solve this problem now, I believe, say anti-corruption. Now in time this for coming to this game and get involved, let we know that they talk the right thing. Because like what Tony just say, that's what they can do, them and there. They all say corruption, right? Then they pay money for go buy new tin and go buy old tin and take the money and pocket and their pocket, then feel see nothing they happen. And we don't see the president on come, he say, they can't fight corruption. If they can't block loopholes the way people then they take salon couple, use them for their own personal interest. So this now the time this for anti-corruption, they for come into this and see say they verify them man they have, make sure say waiting and they talk, they all rhyme together. But this is a very good thing, because if really, they're not for being given money 24 hours for come back for bear and come back na AYV for can interview. Most of them they will say not for say so because you don't try for link with the conversation between Stella and this military man about them cars they say the thing they knew or they don't knew. So me, I believe that the only way for fight this anti-corruption for can inside this and anti-corruption program at the big you see how people engage you. The last time some people give 10%, some people give 30%. But all we want to see you stand on a neutral base and let you be credible. No can't take side of anybody. And the reason why they pay you and they secure you, say, okay, for let you can do this job, now for the betterment of the country. If Salon better, now we all learn better. So do you not take the side of anybody, come into this and let you put the job straight. Would I do wrong? Let tell us this is the wrong thing you do, and would I need for pay some money now? Let them take their money and let them not wait till too late. Where you don't take 1 or 2 years, it will be very difficult for even check how then thing they transact. Now the transaction is new, so now need for let them come into this. Now we say. Then people are the tactics where they want to apply, they not work at all. Because it's not a tactics, not a game. If this one work now, believe me, other thing they happen back, like the same thing they go do. And say, I would not succeed by the first side. So let them come into this and let them come with transparency. We want to see them do their job right this time. So now we won't take this for tonight. Thank you very much, Mr. Tripoli.
Thank you very much, Abubakar. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, caller, I live on your name and who the call from?
Hello, caller. Check with this, Mami, the doctor.
Yes, ma.
Okay, how are you?
Good.
Okay, I will start with the doctors then. It really sad. I remember the last time I asked you, you tell me, say, well, maybe you maybe know what I then go on strike. I been surprised that I'm even paid and say now. It really sad that not just Sierra Leone, but let's talk about Sierra Leone. Africa in general is a shame. They not really value healthcare workers, then they only care about politicians. Then I even see Nigeria say a few weeks ago, then the doctors even get to go on strike, then government get for cut money from the healthcare and education, but then go spend money for renovate the House of Parliament. So it's just a shame in Africa. They don't defend the way they stick them can out. And telecom said for either fire around or for really apologize to the doctors, then it's really sad. So we need to do that type of difficult job than this. And as I understand, still we are so understaffed with doctors. I don't know what happened to that man when they talk about economics. What happened about demand and supply? You will expect that since the supply is so small for the doctors and the demand is high, you even expect them for letting them pay them more. So it's even easy for pay them because they're not even plenty compared to the population what they do. They don't disrespect them so much. I remember the day again where the other doctor, young doctor, will be interview. I remember one day again one of the deputy minister in back, if you say disrespect the man, that the man talk the truth, the man don't get salary, then even go ahead, post in salary outside, in private, they could even sue them for that. That's how much they're arrogant, they begin to accuse them for politics and all that. It's really sad. In reference to the let me call money become politician because Africa, it looks like say the only way you make Kayan life, you want to go all the PhD, not enough value. The only so important, I let you from you tap. If you will be a politician, you become a billionaire. Everybody trust you, and with the masses, then money will follow. Whether not people, most of the people clap for it. In reference to this, the vehicles, them, I really want to praise that Mr. Swareman. I think he's very, very honest the way I see him. So for give witness and that case will be very easy. But I might be wrong. What do you mean the suspect say? And the suspect citizens vehicles, SUVs, because they are working on SUVs. They are brown new. But because they have been so caught, like when they don't catch them red-handed, so every Christmas knows say the doctors and the ambulance is more important than those vehicles. So when you try for hide one thing that there's nothing where you can hide. I need to run the talk say no to all the new, some old, some new, so no to SUV. They forget to sit down and more than one, not to like part in the days where they make propaganda and politics. There's no radio, it's all radio. No, there's no recording for show you. The whole world you see where they manipulate with SUV, or maybe, I don't know, maybe in a literacy panel, I don't know within an SUV. But me feels in a brown new to cast it. But the only problem is that because they're not saying that is not a priority, they don't neglect the doctors, then they can contact the mind again for go cost them back again, which is very, very shameful. I feel say he deserves to be fired by the president. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Yes, caller, are live on your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I'm Alpha Fita Sierra Leone.
Yes, I'm Alpha. You get a platform. It's a contribution.
Thank you so much, Triple A. Last time with the issue, we are there on board. Well, when you look at the three party, the voices through on the program from the starting, you will see the fact. We Sierra Leoneans will therefore say the fact, irrespective of we political party we believe. I listen initially, you say today a family talk. Indeed, it will be a family talk, but some people in the car within politics. But I may not get for go to that. Let's just take from the other angle. Within this country where Ebola come, would that really spearheads Ebola in this country at that time? Now be a doctor from medical field? That's our question. We'll see how it go. Within this country where Ebola come, it ravaged the life of Sierra Leone. So many not to be compared with Corona. How many vehicles we at that time they buy? People will go for investigate about this one back. We bring her back. This vehicle then, they get for go out of Sierra Leone or they meant for Sierra Leoneans. Then are the three questions. We also get for investigate about that. Now, somebody they say one person not go mistakenly say a word, then where they contribute, they say this is not an economist. But now the only time this will ever in the history of this country where me know, even at that time, nobody know the credibility, the credential of JJ Blood, when the financial minister of this country. And we don't hear from the Ibrahim Swari, NPPA. He talk clearly. And he said he received 30 brand new vehicles for COVID-19 used. That is all. Maybe mistakenly, well, Mr. Kelly Contable address, mistakenly say some were used. We listen. Some were used. Maybe that was mistaken. Yeah. Due to the other things then where they go on. It talk clearly say some people and they're on the fight, not with their own willing. They did this to sabotage. But that is obvious. This country, AAA, passing not go and say the fact. We know we don't think of this country, and we know how politics they go on at this today in our family talk. We know how politics they go on at this country. That's the fact. We get people within the end. Forget about the issue of medical field. This is not about medical field, and we have to give respect to medical field. As far as we know, just after the teachers, the next week people for think of now the medical officers them, because after the God Almighty Allah, the one that way they can spare the life till the time is or the time not go reach, now the medical officials then we get forgive and respect, a maximum respect. And honestly, nobody know they on act where we able pay the medical officials then, and nobody know they on act where we able pay the teachers then. All what the people them or we leaders or the authorities and can do. Now just try to apply more effort to make sure say show them sign of love. Say what you wanna they do where this will be a compensation or this now wanna and salary. But nobody know where will pay. Somebody where they spared the life after God. Somebody go there for PM. Somebody where they teach you for know about the world. Somebody there where will PM. Come on. Now the issue of JJ Blood and for Kaya. It's not about economics. This is about medical. Now we know say how corruption don't in this country. Corruption are one of the diseases in the whole of Africa, especially Sierra Leone, as at that time where it all put everything at back Now, where Ebola Kaya, if the money where it can not to even to be compared, if they be able to buy some equipment for a disease or for any outbreak, no need this government for going for 30 vehicles. The 30 vehicles say, oh, they cry. Most of them, the people are where they on the feet. They're not able to get access to. Yeah. But because that not be there, yeah. But because a corruption have been order of the day at that time, nothing like that one did not go on. Now, we talk about verification. You know, that because a mistake, probably not be a mistake. Verification currently in Sierra Leone, none of things that one day we for cry about. Because now the same we as Sierra Leone, we as Sierra Leone, tomorrow now the same people again for cry. Why will not be verified?
I want holiday first quick because you don't they take like 5 minutes before you go. Now two things you don't talk, you say a mistake. Two things way
I say maybe.
I say maybe. Yes, maybe. Exactly. Maybe na mistake. So you want get and pass for that? Say maybe na just mistake.
Maybe na mistake.
So you
because
get and pass.
We don't listen to three parties. We don't listen to three parties. We listen to deputy ministers. We listen to NPPA Director Ibrahim Soare. We also listen to the retired himself. We listen the three verses, and we don't listen the repeat broadcast where you don't pray for us. Well, listen, except otherwise. Now, he make us say maybe, but when he asks in the mindset very critically, he will say this I mean or that I mean. May not be able to judge the minds of the retired, but that now he make us say maybe, yeah. So we know where we pay the people at. But verification not the thing for our week. Because at the end of the day, now the same AAA, this program, people say, let we know how Ebola money they go. Yeah, we don't give that assignment before tomorrow when I Saturday or before today when I Saturday. Say the Ministry of Finance for giving the breakdown. Because already we get the breakdown there. But we know, don't forget about the issue of politics. Hey, this country will develop. We all get the praise. Not if I want to say where we brought then the sisters every day they have some Sierra Leone, they will get the praise. Not we no more within the country. I believe we made this country well. Now we already carry the names, but let's see the fact. Verification not to things bad, but again for go right because at the end of the day we know why corruption. And this is not the only administration where it does stand against corruption. And now we see how government white people get for can come on and how I get for deal with that. Yeah. So let's tap
okay. Thank you very much, Amara Alpha. Thank you, sir. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who you call from?
Yeah, I'm here to talk to.
Yes, sir.
Okay. People, I think one thing they observe here is solo politicians, they know they remember history, because if they remember history, certain things the way some of them they do are things that don't happen before, therefore they don't learn lessons. Because I remember when we small, they grow up, the same way, they give money for go buy, that's when they've been road transport, for go buy bus system. Even guys, they go buy them, second-hand buses, they come. That's another region, with the good school. The bus then go on 1 week, they all broke down. I think so if they follow history, then for no say yes, but at the same time, themselves, they do so right now. They don't care whether they buy second hand or first hand because they don't know. So I can't speculate on that, But the thing is also they're supposed to get their story straight, because this is the second time that they make a major blunder. The first time has to do with the COVID numbers, the information they're giving you, before they reconcile and start giving one number. I don't see a reason why these people are by these SUVs, they're able to coordinate with each other because the lots of questions will come in the future. Forget their story straight, so at least when anybody can ask any one of them a question about this SUV, they're all singing the same song. But I don't understand why. The second thing is when you talk about these guys, the ex-military people, the way they talk. Yeah, and we know say they're all ex-military people, but they should realize they're not civilian government now. They are retired, so they don't transition themselves to civilian way of life. They know how to talk to people. Then they're not in the military anymore, so they're supposed to change their way of talking. You know, they're not going to be civilians them command or talk to them in some kind of brash or harsh way. You know, for the other things then, but yeah, I don't know what to for. So I also left also at so and the contribution that.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, caller, they live on here. You name and inside the call from.
Yeah, my name is Famoro from the call from Algeria.
Yes, Famoro, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
Like new observation first way maybe to this macrovas or the column. Like new observation way I do it. As we say, maybe an option in the carry because they don't get the money presently for pay the doctors and the nurses, they make them they get comments over that list. Because I believe say if they be willingly ready for pay, then doctors then they therefore don't do the Euro research and verification. And I believe see the people them will make this list and can't give them this list and then put some people in a way and trust them, make them put them at the upfronts for make them prepare this list here. So if we think themselves, they don't trust themselves, well, like me, they say like him they claim. And like come to the minister back concerning them vehicle, they are the issue. In just be like people, you no but you know to mess in they will you travel so can't put block or can't build this house here. How you will start? Who say you will end? You don't know. So like if they will take a wrong man, put them in the wrong position, I can come with then kinds here. Just like we will say now talk and left and so now independent happen presently. And we talk say this in London when you find out at the end it not happen. But the only thing we big them for make them able help the nurses and the doctors and make them able to pay them. Because then on this one day in our life, we don't ever see outside the ministers and parliamentarians they ever demonstrate for salary issues. What about the people them now with them hold their new life back? Or now because of them they see then they get involved in so then say them protected, make them not care about the nurse and the doctors them. Because then this is system so then protected. The lemma way they come up for roofing now. Now in the sofa, really big them for making able to do that. So main contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Famoro. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Yes, people. Now Adama, I call from New York.
Yes, Adama, I get the platform.
Okay. The one thing we take on this today is they just caught themselves their hand in cookie jar. So my understanding is probably half of the vehicle, the SUV, is new, and the other ones is the old. Or they just don't want to accept for the fact that the money is too much where they don't pay for them then motorcars then. Whereas the head workers then, where they need ambulances then, for take care of them patient then they don't run. So maybe in just kind of way they want to cover their own mistakes. But you know something, the truth now it no longer carry all of us in this world. That is okay. Me, Dr. Asatuto already talk half of this when we want to talk about. Okay, what did they talk about SUV? A sport utility vehicle. I here have SUV. Not an expensive one, no. So, but from my understanding with it, whenever say SUV, they begin to argue. No, not to SUV, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I mean, the thing is, it depends what you get. It depends how much you spend. Okay? It just that's the general name of it. So we don't understand why they argue of all this. Okay, but the only thing when they say, let them pay the head workers. You see, AAA, I am a CNA, okay? Me not to RN, me not to nurse. But me they see what they happen. As a matter of fact, you as a CNA, you they take a physical work, mental and physical. Okay, let me tell you something. When this virus don't come, okay, because we have 7 floors then, most of my co-workers then, they be infected. Me, there's only 2 of us on the floor. When me and my other co-workers is AAA, where would they carry the load? Now, God, it don't save me. For up till now, I knock on wood, when me not get the virus. As a matter of fact, I don't just take the test 3 days ago. Not only to swab in my nose, they also take the blood test. Okay, which God don't help me so far. I'm not even exposed to the virus. I said to myself, God, thank you very much. Because I was in the middle of it, and I'm still in the middle of it. So for those people that went to school to that level, okay, that they left their families and everything, they go there, they do all this kind of work, and then just they brush them off. Okay, they don't even want to know about them. Who are these people? I mean, why are they doing this? Okay, they have to put their priorities together. Enough is enough. Like Dr. Asatu said, enough is enough. Okay, everywhere they go to school. Okay, they get the certificates. So why for even hire them? Well, you know, for say they're not get them. So who's the crazy one here? Let me just put it this way. Okay, because they only put the act together. They never put the act together. This is why, as a little country as that, with all the resources that we have, only 7.5 people that went in that country there, everything is to the drain because of their behavior. They should be ashamed of themselves. Okay? They should be ashamed of themselves as 21st century. They behave so. I thank you very much, AAA, for giving me the platform.
Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you're live on there. Your name and inside the call from.
Hello, AAA. Good morning.
Yes, I get the platform. Yeah, you're live.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah. I just want to say something there for Cam. I hear you where they talk. Say some people say Mr. Kelly content retire for apologize, but I don't know if people they listen fine. Mr. Kelly content not ever say doctor not qualify. Waiting they try for say you they see the mad frustration instead waiting they get. This not until we all know na salon we all come on. We system na salon it really need clean up. This is not just because of the say healthcare workers. And I mean, I hear you wait talk, talk say they not qualify. But they send list there we're not supposed to be. And we all know that they happen in our country. But I don't know why sometimes where something camper, some certain issue there, people they know how to point out. They not say because you're not a doctor, everybody respect you work with you do. We all respect that. But if they say do something wrong, let people that team up and talk. But we don't want to do that. We want to say no more. We all want to say no more. Hey, they know they pay there. Yes, they need for pay there because they get a family. They get for take care of the family. But if you be as a head na that EOCD, you go face the challenges and then we the outside now. We go talk anything we want for talk. But the man, they see the frustration where they at the station where because at least in that day the way they na AYV where they interview, it get a lot of constraint where they undergo. We were then at the outside, we go see don't say, hey, they be say they don't prepare everything, but not also the team be. Then tia will not be ever prepare na salon say they don't prepare the thing they do. Right? So now that side no more. Mr. Kelly content not get no way for apologize to doctor because he not ever talk something say he not say they not qualify. He say that they send wrong list and a get right for talk down there. Not so because then a doctor there if they do something wrong people they already talk them.
Now that no more say on that side no more you hearing.
Now that's now then he not say they not qualify. I don't listen from AYV then you play back. He not ever say he say the medical system self na salon. It need a lot of overhaul with system as generally na so you see. And you know lie, that not to lie. Not true. Now they try for call things by their name. This not to foresee, now for come, no disrespect to doctor them or nurses them. We all applaud their what they do. They do a fantastic work and they get right to them pay. But now they see things we talk them. Not to because they're a doctor, they knows that. Now they no more prioritize everything, no? They get a lot of things there. Then we come to them motorcar issue, they ask what they talk about. Now I make again, they say something now, so maybe some people could be agree with me or not. You see with journalists in a salon, sometimes they mislead, they can mislead everything. And they do lazy journalism work. You as a journalist, then tell so now, go do your finding. Not to a TV station, you go kabigi, ask this man here. If you not get doubt, say whether they go buy the motor the 30 motor then are new or not to brand new, una go do una yo on that finding. Then una count them. But you know, go that man not to station for kabigi they ask them. I either side the back way Kelly content it talk. And even that way, if you go check with Ministry of Transport, there not be ever state they say all the 30 motor car na SUV, not to all na SUV. It might be new all, but not to SUV. But them go put another newspaper say how they don't go buy 30 SUVs. This na the argument we dey. Now make the man talk. He said the motor car they all not to SUV.
Okay, now all
not to all na SUV.
I want all you there, yes. Not to all na SUV, yes. Agreed. But now all na brand new or not to brand new, according to you.
Okay, if you ask me directly that question, the AAA.
By which you say,
the motor car, yes, the motor car. Waiting me see. Therefore, then they will see whether they are over giving people and a new motor car they see.
Okay,
they are new.
Based on what you
because now they make preference, right?
Because you say you listen. Lord, do one quick.
Yes, I listen. I did it.
So based on waiting, you listen. Waiting Brigadier retired Kelly Conte say. He say all.
To me, your understanding. Yeah, fine. I not say waiting other people that they say they not get right or because everybody get right.
I mean, to me too.
Waiting they try for pinpoint. Yeah, waiting they try for pinpoint us. For say all the 30 vehicles, they are not SUVs. Then when then that side is not the problem.
You not say some of them vehicle and then I used vehicle. Yeah, we talk so. Or you know you're either side.
I know you're either side. Now wait till you're in it. You say all not to SUVs.
But you I say true. Some of them vehicle and I used vehicle. You hear?
That electro the whether the one that they say they say the journalists there they do lazy work.
No, let the journalists them. Wait, left the journalists them.
I'm not for left them because they said they are part of the problem.
Now based on what you hear now, because now based on what you hear, now you they try for give you submission. So based on what you hear, now they ask you now say what you hear. You say you listen and if you do it, all listen what you have.
Yeah, wait till I ask them.
You hear Usai Brigadier retired say some of the vehicle and I used vehicle or you know you're either side?
I know you're either side.
Okay, you know you're either side. Okay, hold on, yeah? Just hold on.
Listen, people say we've bought these vehicles and they are the brand new SUVs. No, it's just 4 for this regional coordinator.
4 were brand new.
Well, some used.
No, we want to know the 4. They are brand new.
Well, some used.
You hear now?
Yeah, I don't hear. Fine now. Well, better. I don't hear you now. It say, well, some are brand new. I don't hear you now. That's like
I want still you call Lawode.
Okay, fine. Triple. No say okay. Now so he say right, but that Monday, then at the end of the product, right? Not to go buy. It can say so. So which side journalists for do now? Let them go do the right investigation. Whether these vehicles are new or not new.
These are the problems. Thank you very much, Blackwitty. Yeah? Thank you, because we don't hold a lot of people in there. I just want to make you thank you very much. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, my name is Shafika from Tennessee.
Yes, I get the platform.
Like contribution to the police stardom said. Where a player they miss the goal, always they tiptoe. Only the population no fence pan and say na miss the goal. I agree to what Sister Adama says. First of all, when them Otuka they come na salon, it's a month, 2, 3, 2 weeks.
No,
3 days.
like a month. No, like a month now.
It's a month now. When the investigation comes out about new, no new.
Investigation no come out. Now interview them be the interview. Now in the head talk.
Oh, okay.
Now talk.
Then do the interview today?
No, now the 7th. Then do the interview.
Now the 7th of this month?
Yes.
So when the interview will take place the 7th, will the value, the goods they arrive for a month? Today the interview, first of all.
No, I want all you under.
Okay.
Now different thing they ask about. Now in talk. Okay. So not to say na dan then go interview and but to awali you understand. Not to in then go interview and but.
Okay.
Now they ask you say Safi, how you do today? Today now you begin talk.
Okay, I got you. I got you. So the only thing what me they say is it look like a drag of a shame where you don't do a mistake to try for on something like we say where they say society they do and now they talk something else. You know, not guilty consent. First of all, then nurses them, doctors them, where people like they play with. It's not a time to play with them people there. And we don't get loan na salon for saying our government na in loan me wa go this school for say the government do something. People are waiting they say, what would they talk? May they not put politics business. There is no conversation without political act. Because everybody they try to defend himself, everybody tries to bring the truth. Let us accept the truth, whether you like it or not. We will just accept the truth. If somebody do something wrong, whether man they bring come for say make the investigate about the Ebola money. Now today then talk there they come up. We will not be nobody. Maybe we kind of you trip for a nobody because I don't say we the boss here for let things they work. Maybe you know, but me only don't know. I don't know. So if I know, people they not been the rest up. For say, would they strike because of they not pay with this money? Will not be the student people then they, or if they mean me, that will not be the student. First of all, this president, a good president, so I not lie to you. The first time we didn't do the inauguration, I sent a message that and that the Nepal group, I say, you don't give all you promises. But the people away they choose at their position. If you go take fisherman, you go get a minister of land. That person they go dig that ground for lay spend water for fishing. If you go put agriculture man to finance, where the money can go fish in a tree or a leaf, you don't know how for make them in this. If that president not take time, the people who they around then go be a fisherman who fisherman don't have something to give the sea. Only him will benefit from the sea. That's all my contribution today. Thank you very much for giving me the platform.
All right, thank you very much, Safi. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Yes, caller, I did live on your name and also the call from.
Hello, Triple. Good morning or good evening. Mina Sequence at the call from France.
Yes, Sequence, you get a platform.
And may God bless you for this work you do because easy, really easy, And because at times we just want to be a listener, but this is not too much. You see, this like how you talk and a family talk or the talk by this program, this topic today. You can only take various scholars them, so man they come and talk, but thing we don't pass. Nobody know we alive now. We don't know things pass by Ebola. Nobody know the corruption pass by Ebola. But who they talk for present things that will happen at this country. We get people in that country who they will take care. Therefore, no much past them people who they under. Now then they come with now political lens and come in the argue things the way you don't play. You don't play on several times. They record. You don't play on several times. Within two people here, they talk big full radio station there. Because like what they talk, so not of us in the normal they disgrace. They disgrace your country.
Sequence, I want all you there, please. Let's just respect everybody in views. We all the camp for land. Okay. Be saying so I don't make it. So let's just respect everybody. Okay. Continue.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Okay, I will caution. But you see, this don't they go too much. Make we like Salome, be brother and sister. The more we like Salome. Then that mean that Kelly Conte, which he talk against the nurses and then doctors and the force. Really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. I make a give me text say if then there's a way he didn't soldier in position he gets to be so you know how he gets her. If somebody can use what say some of them people are when inside the military they can this way. Come on, then people are on this, some of them are this health service for more than 5, 10, 15 years. So what for God to forgive them penny we don't suffer for. We know it in past per doctor the nurses we survive under Ebola. They not give them money, someone will die, they not give them benefits there. So if them people don't learn the lessons and they try for talk for the money, minister or whoever they come, they can't talk say these people some of them can't inside this field because of political reason, because of this. Also una be day for such all them things and then before this thing happen. You understand? And again, look on this and this vehicle business when they talk about. This vehicle not to 2 weeks business. This vehicle before they go interview them people and then a radio station. It don't then at the media. Why none of them not come and talk say this vehicle now as second? Why none of them not come for saying as second? With this first they don't go talk, they go interview the first man and don't talk in own sense of fool, then they say come back, they can't talk. They forgot say Salone people and they listen and diagnose what they talk. So they look the disgustion they put by themselves na the radio station. You understand? Then where then I also a big more like Salone. This is not about APC, it's not about SFPP. My sister will be nurse, my brother will be nurse, or your sister or family will be nurse. Since it inside this fight, since it not get for survive. What if you not survive? What you can get forget? Like them 2 nurses or 3 nurses will don't die. What is them people in the hip right now? What is them go hip? The one who they are alive, they will get them benefits, and you don't die, they will get them picking them benefits. Do you a big AAA? Make who they know to the talk at the radio station, at them program there, and make us so happy. You this channel now, one of the channel they will make like na sleep safe. At the leader they listen and say it done. You understand? Because the yearly balance, you give balanced information. Where in you cow this part, you cow this part. So we na the diaspora, what things say, we na listen, and we give you inputs there. We have some of the inputs they go long side for go. But for the cow, they come take on political lens, we put on to we self now, so it will fine. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sequence. Thank you, sir. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, good evening, AAA. This is Paolo man from Boston. How you do, sir?
Not bad. Yes, Paolo man, you get a platform. What's your contribution?
Well, my own contribution, before I go further, I want to ask you a question. What's the difference between this NACOVAC and the Ministry of Health?
Okay, NACOVAC now the National COVID-19 Emergency Response Center. So
I know the definition.
Everything that is responsible for the fight against COVID-19, now their responsibility. Then they work alongside with the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. But however, they are the lead in fighting against coronavirus na Salone.
Okay, now they're responsible back for pay the doctors?
It then come in with paying the doctors because NACOVAC, the money, the allowance, not the monthly pay, the allowance for pay, NACOVAC get for verify because not to all the doctors them where they work, say everybody gets his specialty. So this one then they talk about too now for the one them way responsible inside the fight against COVID-19. So yes, not their responsibility, not to all the doctors in Salone, but the one the way responsible inside the fight against COVID-19, it's their responsibility.
Okay, another question is, They get a specific doctors that we then get a list where they responsible for this fight of the COVID-19. We know to all the doctors.
Yes, because it day by the isolation units them, it day by the COVID waiting wards them, everything that is COVID related, it day by that one day. So now them people and then they cater for.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
You say I don't bring the talk now for the clarification because some of you waiting at the diaspora know the try for understanding. They just were inside the talk. Okay, I know they defend this retired brigadier general. First of all, so they criticize them. They not qualify for all that position. They not to doctor, in a military. Now security for responsible for. Since it don't serve now the military for almost 35 years. Now I have been the first commander do the way MPRC or any other way this president left inside the way be done, sir. And not manage no position, all in rank the way old, not just a leadership. And no within a management skill. That's not one. And point number 2, as a retired general, we say I'm at the head of the NOCOVAC. Right, you understand? Because we don't see another place there. I've been there in Sierra Leone before. Then they produce lists and some people and they will know they work safe. Then they pay them. You understand? They get right for questioning, but now the wrong environment we go for questioning right now regarding about that skill. If not, if we get a way for find a way we go know who that then the doctor the way they work now the isolation center that they according to the definition we give to me. You understand? For know who that then they way they work, we then go pay them. You understand? So now that they try to tell you the general first of all, now the first country that they may go see a team when a well-body business, when a head of security now they go be in charge. Where is the minister? Where is the minister of health? And I don't even see answers. So he always they backward in the PM because the reason why to make a tell you, I always tell you, I get medical background. Because even the country are the way they, and it's even the president, so not only the problem right now again at the United States. Between him and the scientists and the doctors. You understand? But when you're here, then they talk the truth. They're not afraid any other position regarding the position we get. That is one. Point number 2, low company journalists stay back. I get another question for you. Can you name for me any investigation journalist in Sierra Leone? Undercover investigation journalist in Sierra Leone?
Yes, we get some Sambola. Michael Sambola, he did a 98.1.
Sambola,
yes.
within a 98.1,
yes. He is an investigative journalist.
91 grade cable name?
For now, yes.
I could tell you, I will not get no credible one. I can give one and the other example again. A journalist, which I pieced me today, that lady in AYV, according to we play, me not listen to the interview, but what you play at the tape, now they try to tell you so. The minister, I don't know if the minister challenge and say Stella, the lady named Stella Bangura, something like that, challenge and say, na lie, something like say the lady lie. The lady not even come for let it defend your own credibility regarding what thing happened at that place, which of course, now live thing, you get tape, wait for the reversal. Look for an example, which you do so. You do like a trained journalist. I don't know if you get background on journalism and business. Where that gentleman called, we're denying about that car, say, in no area. And I say, hold on, you play the tape. You understand? Let you play the tape, let in safe area. Now then you go know that they lie. Which in I would the old president say and lie, they lie. Not to say whether it in a party or not any other. You hold somebody by evidence waiting in talk. You understand?
I want happy and Paulo man. I want happy and on that interview, it was played, but the deputy minister instant in ground. Now I make it say he no go allow them for me then lead another part where they lead the brigadier. Now that part they say he go talk with you, for talk.
He stop the interview. Say okay, listen to the tape.
Yes, they did. They did a couple of times. Yes.
Well, okay, I take it back. I give credit for that for which you make it. They say so because I not see another because they all journalists and the way they say they all belongs to party, not to journalists. And I can give you an example for another journalist where investigated journalist. He didn't the Africa, Ghana, then they call her Anna. You don't hear it, but
yeah, sure.
When he take one whole hospital down from the end, even Chief Justice Ghana. You understand? But I don't understand because we try for pressurizing journalists here, let them do their job. Then get what word when they call libel law.
The libel law.
Libel law.
Yes.
That libel law, the only way you don't get evidence. But if you get evidence where they point say, no court not done at the world.
I want to help you small because now they me submission get for comment because I see a lot of people because people really don't understand. We even get within they call access to information. It in a paper. But trust me, it is not working.
It's not
Let
working.
me say now, me one investigate all the motokaya. You know, almost thousands stumbling block I go meet na road. I know you should push as hard as you can push, but
okay,
Hey,
people,
Daddy
I
God.
can help you there. I can help you there back. If you know able get anything in there, we get what's in go freedom of information like the Western world. They want to carry they never make them a salon. Then they make them a journalists then get contact and everything. Then go can open na then go know how them to carry they didn't get there any other time. They just tell you no more some of the job them because maybe not the poor or any other time. They just tell you no more how so we grow up, how they see how the Western journalists in the world. Like that AYV station, now two people they are pulled, but the other end don't go be politician. Then we get one way in the add something in the color Abdul Fonty or something like that. It's a very, very top journalist, Bobo Dandy. We for been grow, get good repetition, but also this party don't buy them. They don't go there. Because we in the question, them people in there, you could not say area no them thing in there. But the other hand, they all done they're not so journalists to me, for which I try to tell you. Don't bad. You can look to the demo to card in the whether they're new or not and every other stuff like that. I did at the medical field. I just want to ask you this question. Which are the necessity for them for order that kind of to carry? They not try for involved in the medical side like ambulance and any other thing. So what in the question into it? What are the reasons where they buy that?
They ask the deputy minister. The question we ask back, if you want to make them coordinate, then they work by foot.
No, okay, then get bike. Where then they walk up and down, that's for going to the provinces. Then get bike, then get them motorcycle and the way they do. The people and all the qualification and office in the day. The people where they go talk to the people where they sensitize the people where they advise the people Now bike then they get. If you get good then bike, then police bike, then every other thing. Then they be reasonable. They no need for go buy SUV. We not get proper ambulance in that country. We not get paramedic in that hospital, in that place. You understand? So why you go buy them car SUV then? That's what I don't understand. That's not modernized car. You don't need them kind of a kind car then. The only thing what you need them bike then the way they go to them village then say the road them bad for go sensitize with people and every other stuff like that. Because this mass, I tell you, say me na the healthcare feel like this mass self, to be honest with you, I will tell you today in a program. In the long run, they go tell you say later it affects people. Right now, so we don't use they use all kind of a kind mass at the hospital. But people sometimes we don't come up under mass, you know they able breathe. We live under mass, you know to way easy. So therefore, they tell the people and talk to them when and how when they go release the mask or when and how go release the mask. So what they do then today? Now them people and they them bike and when they go to their village and the person they will come on at that area, the way they speak the language and any other stuff like that. Now then get for the do. You understand? But for go buy SUV, all that not necessary. All that SUV the way they see. So if you not be ambulance themselves them been buy how for transport patient in and out, then they for be very, very better. Or then buy a better bed there now the hospital. You don't see the bed there was the patient in the Leone, Sierra Leone. La ilaha Muhammadu Rasulullah. If you sit down there, now iron, not to bed, and not call and see the bed. Now iron. So now I make a try for tell you there are so many things the way they do. Way they try for do something and that then go criticize you and any other thing. But this guy, this brigadier general, they not get management skill, they not fit there and they watching for being no more for being then a corner, then get the doctors there, the scientists then and then for they way they at the Ministry of Health and everything and then for the talk regarding about anything regarding security, we then get a lot for emphasizer. Now you go. If you check this my background, say throughout in military career, 35 years and everything, and not manage nothing at the military. You don't understand? What you know my manage no more security and everything. This man in cabinet, they all are social retired people and everything. We don't get the management skill. Now they put there every other thing. Let God sorry for waiting. I don't get enough time. I've been touched too much back on the medical side, but I don't get enough time. Now,
thank you very much, Paulo.
Yes,
thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I talk earlier when we start, say, make we talk fumble talk. And a fumble talk, now we dey talk so. I not get much time. I just go straight to the point. We don't play the audios. I don't play everything. You don't listen a couple of times. So I will say you're not new to this now. You don't hear. 4 brand new Toyota Prados when I SUV them. Na them. They not a fleet of cars. Then get the Land Cruiser, then say then get Add Top, then get all these other ones. You don't ever sit down and think, say, why that motorcar then just for them by? You don't sit down and think, why not just for? And the four way them buy, other than the Nkiyam too. If you know, the black SUV Toyota Prado, we they see before you now, other than Nkiyam too. When I found no more in them buy with all and buy Land Cruisers them with the explanation of the Deputy Minister of Transport and Aviation. I outline all the motorcar they wouldn't buy. Buy the hard top and that. But the SUV the way they see so now, then say no to SUV. The SUV the way they see. Why not found no more than buy? When I begin for play the clip, you hear Usai Brigadier retired Kelly Conte waiting he say. He say ministers and they will not get motoka. And inside that interview day, the Minister of Information and Communication himself say he attests to the fact say in motoka way they use it broke down. Brigadier retired Kelly Conte say inside selfie motoka kim broke down. All we minister there now, they say the motoka then they broke down. Then buy 4 brand new Toyota Prados them. Even though they get COVID-19 registration plates them for them, other than then get to the resident ministers. So if not the resident ministers then, not then gi. But all the fleet 30 motoka, now just 4 them buy when a SUV, we go fit this kind na minister qualification. So you know things say now for the ministers then they buy them for. Then just use normal say the COVID-19 money. So until the one they need them, they get worst motoka by all the ministers them. So now I make them give them one then they the motoka then. And I make them the regional commanders them for fight COVID-19. Now then different region them. Then different region them. Then give them 111. A fumble talk with the talk. Go buy 30 motoka. You buy 30. You give 4. You buy per the 30, 4 9 at the SUV. And then one day, na then kind motoka the ministers then go need. So waiting then do, then give the 4 resident ministers, because waiting do, then resident ministers then they, na them, na the commanders them, na then different region them for fight COVID-19. So now then they buy them for, then just use COVID-19 money no more. Because now, all the ministers then they complain say, they motoka then they broke down. Anyone we come na radio or TV, as they say, then buy motoka this and a quick they don't say, the motoka they order meets no better, the one who then they use they broke down. And people that they talk, when President Bio come na power, President Bio come emit fleet of ambulance them pack. Fleet of ambulance them pack. I want to take your mind back. President Bio go, he go, whoso need maintenance now, whoso need waiting self, then do everything. He go now each district, then go give everybody ambulance. Then go give all the different places, then go give the ambulance. I want to remember back, if President Bill did tell where come, if you not be see President Bill, where they go now each district, that's where they go say they do thank you to, you know be they give the ambulance. But go now then district, then they go ask them for the ambulance them. We go till we come back. We maintenance culture. Now we lack them. We not get them. We made for keep things. Daddy God. So I like even the ministers now then they cry for waiting self. Even the new Prado then they wouldn't give them. Give them a few months. Go ask them. Go ask them. When last they check oil? That one day they sabiam. Every morning, salon yun. Every morning. We see the driver car. What for see they do? Not to the hood they open. Open the hood, begin check oil, check water, check every day. Then he do that one day in salon. Now that day they sabi. That one day, na they sabi. But for go beyond that, why make we waiting at the state? Because you dey inside ministry, you dey work for this or you dey work for that too. You know, say 3,000 miles, you change your oil. Which one no come before? Or 3 months? Which one we come before? Now they do. If na synthetic oil, then can go say take 5,000 miles. Or 3 months, whichever one we come before. Then they will all long get an away. As you see, waiting self, they remember they go change oil. But in Sierra Leone, a different ball game. So that maintenance culture, now we not get. Now we not get. And now people are saying, oh, the journalists in a salon and then they investigate. Oh, my dear. Sierra Leone is not where you just come out from nowhere. Okay. Not to this guy. But chief minister, not chief minister. He said I investigate. He said he just want cross check with him. Also I end up not to CID is sleep. From that time the way they left her. Again, man, continue again. You get mind? Access to information. Talk to people and when they request information at Sierra Leone. Talk to them. Let's see if you're available. It's there in the books. When IMF and World Bank and they shouldn't say, oh, we have access to information. Everything is fine. But you go ask for that information the way you want. Let's see if they get. Let's see if they get her. So what I'm saying here is this. Now the only one then this what we see then display by the motoka them when at the time when they hand over. At the time when they hand over, give the resident ministers them. That's the only time we'll see them motoka. All the other land cruisers they wouldn't say the hard top and the Opiano and the one like Hillocks and all the one and you don't ever see anyone. No. They not ever display. No, where the motoka they can never display. You remember the first one self will be surface first, so the picture surface, now be white one. Where people begin spread with that one day. Now they can't tell we. They can't tell we say no. That one day not to the motoka. That one day, now the seller, the person where they buy from. Now give them that one they let them they use, tell them why they come. So now so you be take see one white one before you know they see that white one again. So the person where them buy we sell to them. Now be length then that one they first. Till the wire they come. So when people begin talk about that one day, what did they do? They can't correct me. For more than share these pictures, where people feel say, now 30 of these Prados, 30 of these Prados, now people let me feel say them buy. Now only when this thing begin can when Now only me for Tripoli, me. Now only when the Deputy Minister of Transport and Aviation outline waiting and buy. Now the time no say no to 30. Because for Brigadier retired Kelly Conte, I input him, he just say no to 30 SUV. No to 30 brand new SUV. So the way I put on go, you go feel to say some are used. But now the Minister of Transport and Aviation, the deputy, now he can break down for Willow no say, they were not just 4. And even at that, in for self, he not say na for, he say na 3. He say na 3 of them vehicle and they, he not say na 4. So even the the back, question mark did even the end, question mark did because in the tell we, he say na 4. He say na 3, then retired Brigadier Kelly Conte, he say na 4. Make I see if I can get aside and make we just say everything. I mean, let me see if now in this.
For those regional coordinators.
I'm saying to you with fact here that the
4 SUVs for those regional coordinators.
I'm saying to you with fact here that the vehicles are brand new.
No, 4 SUVs.
Okay, I know able find outside where in say na 3. Na 3 in say. But it is what it is. I feel say if income, because the first man talk when I Brigadier Kelly Conte, the second person talk with Ibrahim Soare, the boss for procurement, then in now for can clean everything, make we understand. In the tell we say, waiting we hear no to him. And waiting in the talk na incorrect. So na yanda anti-corruption for coming. Anti-corruption, I did them for coming. And make them tell we waiting them fair not. Make them tell we, so that we can able to understand. And for the part of Brigadier Kelly Conte, for call the medical doctors their names, for say some of them did it for the wrong reasons. It is rather unfortunate and it is wrong. Yes. Somebody no go to render in service, time reach for PM. Then, now the time you want come count all these things. No, that's not correct. It's not correct at all. That one day not correct, today not correct tomorrow. And he is wrong for that. He is wrong. And now we come to these people where Brigadier Kelly Conte, they say, they bloat list. Okay, you will say there is 2 sides to the story. Now I make a say, after in don't talk, I read what in Vicky Rimo say. Vicky Rimo say, now then they tell the doctors then for pull the people and come out for reduce the staff them. So, what will they take now? Now make investigation should be done. Just like I tell you, say, he left an table. One day they say for they investigate within a table. Now table for the or now just tactic for the direct foot not to pay these people. Because if you know say you want pay the people, if you know say you get for pay the people, then shuffle, pull the way enough for the day and pay what if you say for pay. As easy as that. If you know say this list and 100, okay, when I verify, now 50 day fine. You send me 100, I don't verify 50. Go clarify the other 50. I'm going to pay for this 50. Now then why I should say then I'm immune system and I will pay for this. But you know go say you no go pay nobody. No, now they the problem they. Now they the problem they. And these people, even when we break out Dr. Balde Naya, what did he say? He said they don't listen now. And the other time, Dr. Balde go na Twitter, go tweet say, now they say they don't lost the paper. Now he make Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association they vex. Because now then they waka go, then go say they don't lost the paper. Pass where he go tweet. The way they know say whatever is happening on Twitter is different from what they happen on Facebook and elsewhere. They know say the big allejo then did it. That quick thing the paper come out. So what are they saying now? I go can't say na then either. When are they say they not see the paper. So now he make the one and they say they talk from an ill-informed position. Like say you don't know what they talk. Like say you don't know what they talk. Then they kind of mix and say, oh, because then they bloat. If they bloat her, you look for whether you feel say you for pay and begin pay them one day they let them know say you are ready to pay. But you no go say you no go pay nobody. And would that bloat make anti-corruption come inside? As easy as that. We no go say we want fight corruption per month no more. That's what the other day anti-corruption ningo makeni. Now at the end of the day, waiting they say they don't fair not say, oh now this person but they arrest her. Oh not see nothing but arrest. Oh not see nothing but arrest. So if the president say in the fight corruption to tell, if he say then get bloated list, call anti-corruption party, come on, then give me this list no one look correct. Today I wanna verify for me because the name one again not to end the day. You pay the people and when you feel say the name the day, let you see. You say, oh, still I no one pay the wrong people. Then whose list you get? How you manage to know now say the list bloated? How you manage know? Yes, we know say Sierra Leoneans, they can do that. We know the whole land they out. But how you manage no? Then pay the one where you feel saying that the correct one and question all your other one them. When you question them, then go find out order for the una no for the. As easy as that. But no, we no one for pay the one who say who just feel say it's bloated and that's it. Let them go correct her. How you know say it bloated? How you know? If you self no get list. I make I say today in a fumble talk. Don't call things by their names. Don't call things. If he bloated, call anti-corruption, make them come in. But you can't deprive everybody which you just think he bloated. Then you accuse the doctors and say they wait till last minute. From time we don't talk on air. They not include the doctors in by this fight against COVID-19. They know they. Who don't have the representative na NACOVAC? We go speak for them. Some of the doctors then get for left the hospital, they can NACOVAC can't sit down, wait for money, wait for go do something at the hospital. We've seen that. But Kelly can't say that thing is not easy for fix. When I say it's been 4 months, we see this thing. Say if you go take 4 months, well, and I don't talk more. You say if you feel say go take 4 months for fixer. So I believe so they pay this for the long run. Now I make Vicky Rimo say the one day where they strike, we need for support them. Say not to strike the strike against government, not to strike the strike for money. Then they strike because of they need their dignity. Say they need their dignity, and if you self now you be then at that position there, what will you do? No, we just love one another. We're all Sierra Leoneans. And for the love of the country, make we do the best. We go help Salon for go before. And one Salon we get. I say, fumble talk. You go agree with me? You go disagree with me. Like I used to have call, you get your opportunity. Not of us say AAA, I ain't get all like the whatever I say, I ain't correct. But me not the way I was here. Now make everybody wake come to the platform. Then self get the opportunity for make them talk. Without feel say we need for correct, we go correct. But it is not done. It is not done. And this fete, the healthcare workers them and a NACOVAC, I don't think so they're ready for bend down no. And other than they suffer, now the people of Sierra Leone go suffer. And we don't want that. We don't want that today, we don't want that tomorrow. Yeah? Let we end the whole thing here. We go there back tomorrow. Also, you there? Follow the healthcare rules them. As alone, if you call, talk to the people them. For make them keep themselves safe. You get person in Africa when they feel one kind of way, advise them. Make you go na the special court building. You work a good day, you request for be tested for COVID-19, then they do one day. Because we all need for see ourselves after COVID-19. Because COVID-19, it deal with too small. Go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. Triple A, Tata.